Reactionary on the other side, or just finding a way to get numbers advantage early. Aldrum this time used to try to get into B main, and they will find one. And as the only defender of the guard mid-map was Saya player, that trade will allow Optic to flood forward in towards B, leaving Trent and Valen by their lonesomes. Flashes come through, plus also no command. And how about Trent and Valen? They're holding so darn well. 3 kills all by way of Sheriff, and all of a sudden it's just down to Crashies for a 1v3. Tallies the first. Has Trent also isolated, but Trent will win the gunfight, and a Thrifty comes through for the guard.
Assistance this time around to shut down that site hit. It's a crazy round, right? Because side players jump peeking from back spawn, and it's just these Sheriffs in backside swinging out, getting the shots. Every Optic player was looking at the wrong person. Control if your site holds are just that effective.
That's unbelievable. They do that also, by the way, while completely suppressed by the null command from Victor. So talk about just literally fighting an up creek battle right there. You got it. And 5-3 continues to have us in a little bit of bafflement around this first half. Yay, moving quickly right back over towards glass. This time Net is here to defend this, and that will lead to another early numbers advantage. Optic needing to respond. 2 players lingering through mid-map. Marvin is good for the first. Trent coming over to help, and boy was the help needed. We go 4v3.
Yeah, drop into the Killjoy ultimate now. There's a KO on site. The Optic don't really have a good way of dealing with that Killjoy ultimate. Right now, FNS, I mean, the map is just completely spread out. 1 player on both sites from Optic. The Spike currently trying to rotate desperately from A to B through spawn, but Net is in a perfect position to watch the cross. There's no flashes, there are no smokes, but Net has given up that angle for fear that someone could be a main and coming around on him.
But if he finds timing onto Victor here, this should be all the information that you would possibly need. Victor caught with his knife. Tilts the numbers back in favor of the defense once again. With the Spike getting clearance to get planted, they're going to leave this for FNS to earn the lockdown and maybe use that as a post-plant tool.
Huge. Yeah, the big difference there is Spike is able to make it to site with that pick. Damage down with the Hunter's Fury. Tags once and gets the kill onto FNS. Now it's Crashes in a 1v3 in a position he has to fight forward into Valen.
Tries to move on to this. The Aldrone's looking to clear very responsibly for the guard.
No.
And Crashies. Trigger Discipline comes through. Does get tagged up with the Aldrone, so has to take the gunfight. Shock Dart down. Expects the player to the right, not Net to the left. And the guard will go up 6-3. What a defensive half this has been.
Oh my god. If there wasn't a drone there, Crashies walks the whole way back through. Downstairs, literally just following him. Because
well, Ender, I would say we should expect at least some weapon favor here for the guard, but that has been anything but true so far for Optic in these light buys, so hold on to your horses here, friends. Aldrone quickly in towards A. Following up behind, that's going to be Ye. And as the 0 point suppresses, it actually gives an opportunity for Ye to isolate a couple of kills and actually forces Valen a bit out of position. So 2 for 1 the exchange. Spike making its way on, but Net somehow through Sky Smokes finds the last couple of shots to connect, to at least find the trade. Saya player thinking about challenging this early as the attacking lockdown's in play. 4 seconds before it gets activated, and the guard are going to back up to respect it.
Yeah, the shock darts weren't good there from Trent. I think only 1 ended up hitting the lockdown and unable to destroy it. FNS has been taken a little bit down in damage, but has to fall back onto site. This is not an easy play. They are both stuck on site.
Yeah, at least he's able to find a Spectre for Crashies. FNS underneath, good shock dart comes through. FNS turns that into double. 1v1 with Net around the corner, finds the timing as Net was looking to toggle for the defuse, and Optic again.
Rifles, if anything, going on half buys or full-on thrifty rounds, it's encouraging them to just turn brain off and go fast, and that's exactly what happened here. Yeah, the site hit looked pretty good at the start, but Net was able to get a lot of value spamming through the smoke off those 2 Heaven players. What a round from Optic, just blitzing out onto A.
2 rounds to play, and it's been anything but predictable. Ye and Saya player both with operators this time around. Valen holding close, Trent on shoulders. And this may just be a paranoia peek to come through. Ye's holding, looking for an opportunity, and he is able to take that. There's his Trent. Valen was looking to set something up, but it's all gone amiss. And with that, Optic hold numbers.
Yeah, just a half second too late there. Ye was able to get up forward. Valen pushes past all the utility, but gets cleared by Ye's operator. Now it all comes down to Jonah P to try and lock this one down. All these are going to be thrown out by FNS. Just to clear those normal angles, and they're ready for the smoke to drop, but Jonah P's just out in the open like a madman. Ye, though, with the 3K. Now it is just a Net and Saya player to keep it alive.
Well, at least Net knows that Marv is sitting mid-map, so that's going to be one free kill. Makes this a more manageable 1v2. Lockdown at the ready for Net if he so chooses to use that. On the opposite side, Victor with 2 flashes and a fragment could potentially look to challenge just a late post-plant retake. And that seems to be the case. Optic are completely off the site itself, looking to play this from the defensive spawn in close by logs. Tough dissection here for Net. There's the double peek, but wait. Net's able to take down the first sentry turret. Out gets the 1v1 he wants, but Victor...
It's almost off the rip. Here we go.
Oh, but Victor staying a little bit more passive. I don't think ever got affected by the nearsightedness. So with that, Optic have the numbers. The null command comes out. Jonah stays through the smoke, but it's Ye with knives. And now Jonah has to do something immaculate. It can only tally 1 of the 4 contestants. Optic on the site.
Not looking good as Victor, the only player to drop, gets rezzed in the null command. No ultimates or just that lockdown, and yeah, working into 5 players. Guard not looking to have too many chances in a round like this. Ye gets the 3rd, FNS finishes it off. We're all tied up, Shift.
We'll appreciate the flawless plays while we send things to break and come back for half number 2 in a sec.
See, that's exactly where Ye is posted.
Well, we've got a little bit of a battle of the sentry turrets placed through B main. FNS looking to get aggressive with this dark cover at mid is actually in a great spot to potentially deal with this. The guard have no idea, and why would you? But the right click's a bit amiss, allows an opportunity for the guard to fight back, and as they do, everyone starts to collect themselves. But Victor looking to finish off where his teammate had left off, results in still pinstripe kill feed. We go to an early 3v3 in the pistol.
Yeah, just shots downtown. Trent wiping the floor with a classic. Ye left in a 1 versus 3. I mean, it was Optic opting in to go for that mid crunch, and it looked so good, but Trent absolutely turned the tides at the end of the round, and now it's Ye with the Sheriff on the flank.
Jonah's ready for this. Might catch him out with a knife, actually. Sheriff gets in hand, and well, there will be no flick shot here. Jonah for 3, and how about the guard just saying...
Their way back to Cat. It was a very good look from them, and Optic are not going to be trying to force into this round 2 like we saw on the opposite side.
A lot of offensive utility if to maybe throw out the assumption that they're looking to play over the middle of the map, and that actually kind of causes Optic to over-peek through A main. Nice little bait through the utility to force the gunfight to you, and the guard will take that happily for a 1-for-2 exchange.
It's good to see the guard very aware of the aggressive pushes out of A main right there, something we expect to continue.
Oh,
and, well, Victor has been spotted out. I don't think he's long for the world shift.
0 point getting the information, immediate follow-up to come through. Yay. Patience. Able to turn that into 1 headshot in a second. Yay, you're unbelievable, but...
In A main here, that guard probably don't want to opt into, as that knife should spot multiple players.
Yeah, it spots it, and with the counter utility going back and forth, the guard are happy to kind of concede that position, forcing out the fragment early. How about Saya player just running down mid? Full send, if you will. Alarmbot will keep this, you would think, honest, but actually it's a smoke, it's covering it, so hold on a second. Crashy's a little bit caught off guard, but what a response this is from Crashy's! Gets 3, and then as the Optic defenders come on in, they clean up the rest through mid-market, leaving Trek by himself, hoping for some absolutely beefy shock darts, but can't do too much with it, and Optic will take the 4th.
And, you know, try and make something happen, but the crossfire a little bit too much, and didn't seem like anyone was really ready for Crashies, even though he had just gotten a kill in B main. That null command won't spot you, and you can still get value out of the double mollies on site.
Yeah, it's a really solid call, and even with this, you also had Ye for a second just kind of walk forward to clear B main individually. So as far as Optic's defense is concerned, you feel okay about what's happening over the middle of the match. You've got some good forward position, and that's actually going to call for an early incendiary to come out. Optic kind of holding into corners. Victor turns that into opportunity to shut down the null command and help out Marv for the 2nd kill, and the guard are completely stuffed in this attempt towards A.
Yeah, there was a molly out from Marv that really split up the attack. Marv doing great work on that one, as well as it was Victor that just jumped out of the one-way smoke in tree room, and the spike has still been contained into A main. Nowhere really to go to, because Crashies is posted up in mid, so they have to commit onto the site here.
Valen will work forward. Flashes will come out, and now Valen will realize the trepidation of his current situation.